So here I am. Once again, we got a couple of different videos going here. So this is Valerie Shepard coming to you live from the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self-Mastery. And right now we are on the road and we are in Europe filming from Rennes, Chateau, which is a medieval city from the early times here in Europe. And I am showing you the view that I have from the top of the city. And I just got here yesterday, so I'm still even learning like what I'm looking at. But I really love this coming up right here. Look at that. And hear the bells in the cathedral. And it's so beautiful here. But if you look out over this amazing area, oh, hello, pup. A Weimaraner down there. Isn't that just picturesque and beautiful? So if you heard me a few minutes ago, I was saying, yep, we are here talking about what's possible. Is it possible that there's something here that is supposed to be pour moi? Je ne sais pas. I'm not really sure. And now not sure how to get my camera to do what I want, so I'm gonna try and turn it back around so that you can see me. Hello, thank you for joining. I'm Valerie Shepard coming to you live from the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self-Mastery, where we help you master yourself in your life so that you can exquisitely manage whatever your life brings your way. And for me right now, it's bringing me these wonderful experiences in adventure out here, and also, as usual, giving me the fun of managing technology. Imagine that I'm here at this beautiful medieval city and immersing myself in nature and in culture and in adventure. And that's what the Hump Day Happy Chat for today was about, is the question of adventure. So I just want to say a couple things, and it's going to be quick today because I'm going to a singing bowls concert in the cathedral in a few minutes. And singing bowls are very special to me, and they have such healing. I love sound healing, so I'm going down to down the hill to get an experience of that. So I wanted to bring up this question of adventure, and primarily because in the process of life, we can think of adventures as these compartmentalized things that we do maybe around vacation, or maybe when we're moving, or maybe when there's some big thing happening in our lives like getting married or having children. And I have really shifted my idea of the adventures of life, and I have gotten much more open in my life to the idea that the whole daggone thing is an adventure. The whole daggone thing is the adventure. It's not just a particular couple of days back to back or a time that we get to choose, that the whole thing is a series of adventures. And I know that can seem kind of Pollyanna, or it can seem like, well, okay, whatever. But when I think about the question and the concept of where does my happiness come from, when I think about, self-mastery, mastering you in your life so that you can exquisitely manage whatever your life brings your way, think about this. Like, here's a contemplation for you. What would happen if from the moment you incarnated, the moment your soul dropped into that little baby that was born, if you started saying, so what do I want to do with my time in this adventure? Like, what would happen if earlier and earlier, the earliest possible moment in your life, you were able to embrace that you're actually on an adventure every moment? Like, would you be able to kind of take the ups and downs? For example, I got here and I've been here 6 days now. I wrote on my Facebook page, my personal page, about the 36-hour adventure of getting from California to here. Not exactly in Rennes, Chateau, but here in the country. And the first couple days were an exploration of what didn't make it in my suitcase, what things I thought I had but I don't have, and how important those things were. Well, one of the things that I conveniently did not put into my suitcase was my power adapter. So imagine that. I'm in a foreign country. I'm a debutante with the language, meaning I'm a beginner. I do a really good job of broken French, and the French have been incredibly gracious and kind and compassionate with my horrible French. And we have great conversations. But here I am with technology not able to work. I'm on my phone. My laptop completely died. It was out of power. It took me 3 trips to find the right power adapter. I mean, it has been an interesting endeavor. And what has made it just nothing is that I was approaching it as part of the adventure of traveling abroad, part of the adventure of being able to sit and look at a turret to a medieval building and still be able to do whatever I need to do is part of accepting what comes and accepting it in the space of, I wonder what this is going to help me see about myself. I've noticed there are a couple things that happen where I noticed that I'm really good at abandoning my ideas and taking on other people's ideas for me. And nobody who knows me would think that's true. I know it's true. A couple people who are near and dear to me know that's true. And so getting a chance to see this aspect of myself and decide, is this really serving me aspect? Is this really how I want to live my adventure? Is it really helping me that I get upset at little things? Or is it really helping me that I want to get into the blame and shame game and shift it to somebody else's problem? Well, if they were a better bed and breakfast, they would have adapters for Americans like me who forget their adapters. Like, there are lots of things that wanted to come up, wanted to come out, wanted to take over when I was in the midst of discovering, oh my gosh, I've left something at home that is absolutely crucial to what it is I intend to do. Hi there. Thank you for joining me. I'm in France and I'm having a blast. And we're talking about adventure, the adventure of life. And the whole idea here, okay, so self-mastery, raising your vibration, getting to how is it that I experience bliss more often. So before I left, I started doing an intention process around what it was that I wanted to experience when I was here. And it wasn't about the places I wanted to be and the things I wanted to eat, and although I did a lot of that too. But 2 words came up, and I said I wanted them every day, that I experience surprise and delight every single day. And I'm on day 6, and so far there's been so much surprise and delight that I'm kind of like in nirvana. And I know it's just going to continue. And it's because I'm choosing it. So keep doing the contemplation. We can't go back to the day we first incarnated. We can't go back and erase however many years we've been on the planet. But we certainly can build from here forward. We can build from this moment forward. How do I want my life to feel? Do I want it to feel like drudgery until I retire or till I get rid of this job? I think a lot of people who are not going back to their old forms of employment right now are not doing it because they woke up. They woke up and they went, wait a second. I'm not living the life that I want. I'm not living my dream. Somewhere along the line, I convinced myself that I had to have this job and I had to do it this way and I had to work for this company and I had to. And I did too, but not no mo. Regardless of what you see as the lack and limitation of your life, I guarantee you there's more possibility than you can imagine. And what would happen? Like here is the happy to be me. Living happy to be me is not just having days without lack and limitation. It's in the midst of lack and limitation. So today, when I was doing that, I don't want to go look for a power thing. And I had done it 2 days straight and made a couple of trips down the mountain and into stores and trying to figure it out. And if nothing was working, I would buy something. I was like, this is going to work. And then I'd get back and try to plug my plug into it. Didn't plug in. Still didn't have power. Watched my computer stop working. Fortunately, my phone was charging inside the car. Like watching those things happen and still staying peaceful and happy and still trusting that it's all going to work out and still believing God has me and still having faith that this adventure is going to unfold in its most magnificent way. And within that magnificence is a little stress called, I don't have the right power adapter. And it really is a little stress. It really is just a little stress. So when you think about this, when you think about adventure, here are some suggestions I would give you. Number one, make it a broad, sweeping thing throughout your life, not just those times when you are saying, I'm going on a bike riding adventure, or I'm going on a camping adventure, or I'm going on a travel adventure. Instead of making it those fleeting, few and far between times, how about if you said, from this day forward, I'm going to live my life as though it's an adventure? Like, what would happen? How much would you embrace? How much would you throw out because it doesn't live up to what it means to have an adventure? How much would you say, you know what? No, I'm not doing it like this anymore. I've got to add the elements of pure delight into my life and make them there all the time. Like what would that be like? What would that be like for you? Could you do it? Could you give yourself the kiss of love? The hug? This is an oxymoron, huh? The hug of freedom. Could you embrace yourself in a hug of freedom to release yourself from whatever the ideas are that you have that it has to be done this way, and allow yourself the adventure-filled experience of, I don't know what. I came here with I have no idea. I don't know where I'm staying for most of the trip. It's unfolding as it's unfolding. I am not sure what exactly my soul wanted me to experience. I had some ideas and I made some intentions, and then I just breathed and took the leap. And remember that saying, either the road will rise up to meet you or you will be taught to fly. That's the adventure. That's this is how you soar into living happy to be me throughout your whole life, rather than just little bits and pieces of the time. So I'm off to listen to a healing, singing bowls experience in the cathedral in Rennes, Chateau, France. Many blessings. See you next time. I'm Valerie Shepard, coming to you live from the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self-Mastery on the road with my camera in my shaky little right hand. That's an adventure. Many blessings. Ciao.